because the gold paint on the can was wet. Isaiah would have a gold bath if she ate the can. Tell me, did you see the can on Rosamond's windowsill? I saw it and I didn't see it. Claus said, that's an interesting answer, I said. I made the great say that is interesting answer. I said, well, I saw the can on the windowsill just before everyone started to run around, Claus said. When it was all over, I didn't see the can anymore. That is an old clue, I said. I already know that the can is disappeared during the annual stampede. I need the great needs a new clue, and I need it fast. Sludge and I left. I was sorry that I seen Astea. She made me feel very hungry. I wished I had time to go home and make pancakes with the things I bought at the supermarket, but I hadn't even had time to unpack them, and I knew that there was not enough time to talk to everyone else who had been in Rosamond's room. Annie, Oliver, Pip, Finley, and Esmeralda was left. I decided to go to Esmeralda's house. I had two reasons. Esmeralda is smart. Esmeralda do not have pets. Perhaps she had a chance to see something when everyone was busy with their pets. Esmeralda was sitting quietly outside the steps. She did not have anybody to wash or brush or feed to or brag about. I said, I am looking for the tuna fish can that was on Rosamond's windowsill. Did you see it? Yes, Esmeralda said. I saw it before everyone went wild. Fan was standing under it. Fan, I said, tell me, which way had he facing? He was standing with his right side next to the window, Esmeralda said. His fangs were showing his tail, so was shooing back and forth. And I, Nate the Great, was thinking, this was a new clue, but I didn't mean anything. Suddenly, I know that it was important. Sludge and I rushed to Annie's house. She was giving Fang a bath. He was sitting on the bathtub, all soapy and foamy and fangy. I'm getting Fang ready for the contest. Annie said, everyone knows he's pretty. Now he will find out if he is smartest. I, Nate the Great, always knew more about Fang than I wanted to know. Annie started to scrub Fang's tail. Stop! I yelled. Fang may be wearing a clue. Fang isn't wearing anything, Annie said. I, Nate the Great, got close to Fang. I did not want to do that, but I had to see his tail. I was glad the clue was on the end of it. I leaned over, and I saw what I had hoped I want to see, a gold paint on Fang's tail. It was on the right happy bath, I said to Fang. Sludge and I rushed back to Rosamond's house. I need the crate, said the tuna fish can was knocked outside. But how do you know that? Rosamond asked. But because Fang was standing with his right side next to the window, I said. His tail was going back and forth. He got a golden paint on the right side of his tail. That means his tail hit the can going outward. Right out the window. Sludge and I were going to look very hard outside your house again. The contest is supposed to start in 15 minutes, Rosamond said. Then we will look for a very hard and very fast, I said. Sludge and I rushed outside. We looked around again. We walked up and down to the sidewalk again. It was boring sidewalk, cracks but no clues. I need the grate was dumped. This was definitely a tough fishy case. I was not going to solve it on time. I was going to solve it at all. Sludge and I walked home. We went into the kitchen. Sludge sniffed the grocery bag. Why was he sniffing the grocery bag? It only had the dog shampoos and things for making pancakes. And Sludge does not like dog shampoo or pancakes. But I could not think about the bag. I had to think about this case. I thought about the can behind knocked out the outside. I thought about it happening while everything was noisy and wild. I thought about the fishy smells and things disappeared inside, as sea as stomachs. The gold paint. I thought about Fang's tail. Fang had taken home some gold paint on his tail. He did not know he had taken it home, and he did not know he had taken it home. Perhaps someone had taken the tuna fish can home, but did not know it. But how tuna fish cans do not stick to the tails? You can see the tuna fish can unless you can't see it unless it is hiding from sight, unless it is disappeared into something as big and burgly as and stay as stomach. Suddenly I, Nate the Great, knew I had solved the case. But I knew Sludge had solved it sooner. He was still sniffing my grocery bag. I looked inside the bag. Then I put my hand inside the bag and pulled out the empty tuna fish can with the smartest paint on it, and in smudges gold letters. I, Nate the Great, had taken the can. I knew how it had happened. Fang knocked the can outside the window just as I was riding past the Rosamond's house. The can fell into the open grocery bag. That was the basket on the back of my bicycle. I had taken the can home without knowing it, and I know I must take the can to the contest. Sludge and I rushed to the park, where everyone was waiting for the contest to start. Rosamond was there with her 4 cats, Annie was there with Frank, Pip was there with his parrot, Finley was there with his rat, Oliver was there with his favorite ale, Esmeralda was there with himself, Claude and Lucinda was not there. I was not surprised. Either Claude had lost Astaias or Astaias has lost Claude. I held out the prize. I said, "This way is in my grocery bag." It is a long story, and time is short. I handed the prize to Esmeralda. The judge, Rosamond, clapped her hands. "Oh, goody green grasshoppers," she said. "Now we can have the contest." "Yes, I made the grade solve the case," I said, "but Sludge solved it first." Esmeralda said, There was a very smart thing of Sludge to do, but every pet will have a chance to do something smart. Let's begin." I, the Great, had to watch and listen while Oliver's eel swamped backward. Fang did something stupid with his fangs. Rosamond's cat shed her hair into commands. Finley's rat found some hidden cheese, and Pip's parrot forgot their entire speech. Then Esmeralda said the winner is Sludge, the only pet who got solved the mystery. Sludge looked proud. I, the Great, looked proud. Everyone, congratulations, Sludge. Esmeralda handed the prize to him. Sludge sniffed it, but he did not want what to do with it. He was now the owner of the very strange tuna fish can with the Sludge gold letters. Sludge and I went home with the prize. I gave him a huge bone. Sludge thought it was the best prize of all. The case was over, but I had something left to do. I unpacked the grocery bag, threw away the dog shampoo, and made some pancakes, because I, the Great, deserved the prize too.